Hey guys, we're going to start early, 2 minutes early. Um, I'm usually punctual and right on time. Um, Sometimes the lives with Samuel were late, a little bit late, but we're going to start early tonight because why not? And of course, we're going to be talking about The Mandalorian Chapter 8. I forgot to hit that. There we go. Um, and it's called Redemption. So, I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys think about this episode. Like I said, this is my first reaction video for it, so hopefully um, we can talk about it. Spoilers, guys. There's going to be heavy spoilers in this one. Keep in mind, I've only seen it twice though, so I might miss one or two details just chatting about it. But I look forward to hearing what you guys think about it. And if you have anything you want to specifically talk about, by all means, put it in the chat and we will talk about it. But one of the best ways to do that is, of course, super chats. They help us out. We haven't done a live in a while now because of Christmas, so we're looking to hopefully get a good kickstart to the end of the month and the beginning of next month with super chat. So if you can super chat, please do so. Also, please do not forget to if you need to use PayPal instead of Super Chat, you can do that. The link is down below in the description of all of our videos. Check that out as well. Or join us on Patreon. That's one of the best ways to help us out, and it helps us at the end of every month. And it's the backbone of this channel, essentially. It keeps us going. So by all means, if you can spare a couple bucks a month for Patreon, it helps your favorite creators like us continue doing this, because YouTube has been a very unreliable place for that kind of thing. These last 2 months have really hit us hardcore as far as what's going on as far as financially. So hopefully that'll pick up at the end of January with Picard, but we will see. So if you guys can help out in any way you can, please do so. I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas, and the holiday season is not over yet. Sylvia is off until the 2nd. Her birthday is on December 31st, so of course we always do our annual I take her out to Tony Roma's, which is a nice steakhouse here, every year for her birthday. And then we go back to our place and we have friends over and we play games like Cards Against Humanity or whatever, and just have a good time. And that's our New Year's Eve. It's not really New Year's Eve party; it's more of a birthday party. So, looking forward to that. And hopefully, you guys have good plans for New Year's as well. I just want you to be safe and be happy, and just don't drink and drive. Don't do anything stupid. Just be safe. Dystopian guys here. Judge 1981 is here. Merry post Christmas, Captain. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to be doing a video at some point showing you the stuff I got for Christmas. I got some cool swag and some awesome stuff. So there's that. Plus, there's another video coming soon. I got something in the mail on Christmas Eve, actually, which surprised me. But when we got back from Sylvia's sister's place, there was something in between the two front doors, and it kind of surprised me. But I'll do a video on that and upload that for later next week. So it's kind of a surprise for now because it surprised me, so it might as well surprise you guys. Um, yeah, hold on a second here. So yeah. Hello, Cat. Christmas was nice to you and your family. Marvin R. What's going on? At Jeff Jacobs, not with premium. What are we talking about? No clue and nothing the captain has anything to do with. Ads? No, I don't have anything to do with them. Even now, when we upload a video, they automatically insert all the ad breaks. We used to have to do that manually, but now YouTube does it. So we have no say on that. So there you go. So yeah, The Mandalorian Chapter 8 was great to see. I've been waiting all through the Christmas break for it, and good to know that Baby Yoda is safe. Although he gets knocked on the head a few times, which kind of annoys me. And Quill, or Quill, whatever the hell, however the Mandalorian says it, is actually dead, which is a shame because I really like that character. I've spoken. But yeah, I mean, Baby Yoda's okay, and that's cool. Um, those biker troops, though, I think they need their own show, like Star Wars chips. You know, I love how they're just like sitting there shooting the shit. You know, the one guy wants to see the Baby Yoda. The other guy's like, "No, man, no. Let's make sure it's alive." Queel, yeah, Queel. Thank you. The Dark Blade is fucking Dark Blade, guys. I know. A black lightsaber. We've seen them in games, of course, and things like that. But seeing, and it's actually shaped like a katana. It's got the katana tip on it, which is really cool. It looks kind of odd on screen, but I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more of that. But yeah, the troopers were awesome. I love how they're like trying to shoot the thing, and they keep missing, like at point blank range, pretty much. Wow. Um, I think they didn't really deserve what happened to them. Like the poor guy's wrist. IG-11 just like twists it and bends it and then flips the guy, and it's like, whoa, snap, that hurt. It's the dark saber, the dark saber. Um, yeah, he shakes the gun like it was the gun's fault. Um, so apparently the dark saber is made by the Mandalorians. I did not know that. That's very cool though. They punched a baby a few times. Oh, poor baby Yoda. But at least he's okay. Um, and IG-11, fantastic. I don't like what happened to IG-11 though at the end. I mean, yes, he fulfilled his manufacturer's requirements and self-destructed and took a platoon of stormtroopers with him. But damn, damn. Um, and yeah, guys, hit the like button. We've got 34 people watching. Everybody hit like and make sure you subscribe to the channel. And don't forget super chats. They are important, guys. They really help us out. So. Um, I love how they aim for the lower left corner of the screen and hit the right. Well, yeah. He did get his jetpack, absolutely. The dark saber was made by a Mando who was a Jedi. Well, there you go. I did not know that. And they haven't explained that in the show, so if you haven't seen any of the other shows, you're not going to know that. So thank you for that information. But it's really got to come out in the show, and I'm sure it will. Because apparently season 2, Jon Favreau announced today that season 2 is going to be coming out fall of 2020. So we don't even have to wait a full year. We just have to wait till we'll see more. Jarzia said he sent you PayPal, so I'm going to check that real quick. Checking mail, there it is. So he sends $5 Canadian. Thank you very much. Those two troopers were having such a relatable blue-collar conversation. It's almost like one of those college humor or Robot Chicken stormtrooper skits. Also, I love how the second one pulls out his pistol like he's going to show up the first guy, and then he can't hit shit either. I know. That's awesome. Jeff Jacobs puts in 225. I will break the ice and let's get our 50. Hashtag make Jeff pay. Yes, let's get to 50 likes, guys. Everybody hit that like button. Even if you're just here for a few minutes, you just want to like say that you love me, but you don't have time to stay and chat. That's fine. Just make sure you tune in, hit the like button, and then you can go do other stuff. That's very cool. And thank you, Jeff, for breaking the ice. Hopefully that does generate a few more super chats because we would really like to get a few during the course of this live. Trying to make sure that the internet is good as well, but hopefully it stays good. But yeah, I mean, just there's so many funny moments in this, and the storm those bike troopers were just like the, the best. They're kind of awesome. Um, but that big gun, I mean, that was pretty cool. I love how he's like, well, if you aren't aware what this thing can do, ask your shock trooper in there. She's seen a lot of her kind cut down by the previous version of this, so of course this one's better. Curtis says, I wish I could super chat Captain right now. I'm broke. Don't worry, Curtis. I'm super broke as well. Like I said, November and December were very bad months for us for YouTube revenue. So it's been a tough Christmas, but that's neither here nor there. So I feel your pain. Don't worry about it. Unfortunately, I have a feeling the viewing numbers won't be great at this hour. I know, but it's best I could do. So, Samuel and myself are still going to talk about. We still talk about chapter 7 and 8 for our full review of them. So we'll be doing that sometime probably before the first. So stay tuned. I'm not exactly sure when, what the schedule is going to hold, but we do want to do them. Of course, we're going to do them as in one live, maybe a drinking live for chapter 7 and 8, just because they do wrap up this season. So we still love your content. Well, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Um, but yeah, I mean, I thought it was kind of reckless that the IG-11 decided to just fly into town on a speeder bike with Baby Yoda strapped to his chest and then go into battle with a bunch of stormtroopers firing at him. I thought that was really remarkably stupid. However, then he turns around and leaves his head facing the, so he could. I mean, that was kind of cool. But then he gets off the bike and has Baby Yoda on his front. It's just very reckless, I think, considering that it's supposed to be responsible for keeping the kids safe. Um, so that kind of threw me for a little bit of a, huh? But so many great moments in this one. And what the hell was up with that R2 unit? That was like freakish. I love R2 units. I love astromech droids. But that thing with the arms and legs, the boatman, what in the actual F? That being said, if there's a toy of that at some point, I need to get it. But it was freaky, and I'm glad it didn't last long because I'm not happy with that design. I thought he might come back in the show. Are you talking about Queel? Yeah. I love that horror art too. Yeah. The Mandalorians, a lot of them got massacred, I guess. Their armor and their helmets were still around, and that lady was forging them. And when the stormtroopers come in and burst in on her, I love how one of them goes straight to the forge. It's like, oh, well, he's dead, but goddamn, that's going to be some impure Beskar steel bricks that are going to have stormtrooper bits in them. Uh, Jersey at Trekyards. I think they wanted to give us a what the fuck moment with that droid. Yeah, and they definitely succeeded for that, for sure. I do like Carl Weathers' character again. I know we got their names in this one. I didn't write them down yet, though. I know the Mando's name is Din something, Dyn. Um, but yeah, I'll have that stuff written down for the review. But Ginkgo Yoki puts in $2. I love the hay wave, Baby Yoda to grief. Grief, that's his name. Grief. Yeah. Make him do the magic hands. Do the magic hands. Oh, that was awesome. Jarvis said that's exactly the thought I had when the trooper went in the forge. It's like, yeah, you just screwed up that badge. But that's okay. I'm sure all the impurities and stuff will be burned off because that looks pretty hot. It's got to be pretty intense to melt Beskar steel, I would imagine. So I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. What else happened in this one? So much stuff, but not a lot really when you think about it. The lava river was kind of interesting. The whole time they're trying to push the boat off the edge, I'm like, just get the IG unit to do it. He's a robot. But then she just clears it off, so that's fine. Mando gets his jetpack. He finally got one of those, so that's cool. And he also gets his signet, and it is the Mudhorn. I love the signet that he gets. It's got the big horn, and now we find out that Baby Yoda is now a foundling, which Samuel and I have talked about early on. It'd be cool if he became a foundling. And the Mandalorian's like, so you want me to train him in our ways? He's like, no, he's too weak. He'll die. You're responsible now. You're basically his dad until you find out what planet he's from, what his race is, and return him there. So pretty awesome as far as that goes. Gideon is Gus from Breaking Bad. Cool. Um, Clan of Two, touching as hell. Yes. So it was said that she hopes that some of the Mandalorians escaped and are now off-world. I hope so as well, especially Jon Favreau's big trooper guy with the big gun. Hope he is fine. We will know probably more next season. But Carl Weathers' character, I'm glad, has kind of come back into the fold. I really like Carl Weathers, and he basically got screwed in the Rocky series because he couldn't come back like Draco did or whatever for the Creed movies. Um, so it's his son instead. But I really miss Apollo Creed. I love Carl Weathers. I think he's great. He should be in more stuff. Although this one, he's not very good. If you notice his shooting, he's just like, there's a stormtrooper like over beside him, kind of behind him. And it's like his acting is not fantastic in this, unfortunately. But I do like that he is now a good guy again, and he's saying to the Mandalorian, "No, you got a jetpack. You know, your stock will go up. You'll be making more money. Go take some time off. You know, find the home of this little kid. We're gonna be here." Him and the shock trooper decide to stay. He tries to get her into bounty hunting. Um, so very great, very great. And the whole TIE fighter scene at the end, again, fantastically done. I thought that was very cool. I love how he tries shooting through the top of the canopy, and I'm like, that's probably not going to work. Those are armored, and they're meant for space battles. So I know they're lightly armored, but they're still armored. So a hand blaster is not going to go through. But the use of the explosives on the wing, fantastic. But when he crashed, I didn't see a huge explosion. So I'm like, shouldn't you guys like go and check that out, make sure he's dead before we move along here? And of course they didn't. And of course he was alive. But that dark saber was so cool, man. I did not see that coming. When I saw the hole start burning through the Tie Fighter hull, I thought it was gonna like shoot one of the Jawas in the head or something. Uh, but and the Jawas, they're there before the crash has even stopped burning. I love that as well. Uh, let's see what else. What else is in this? Oh, we get to see him without his helmet, of course. Now the whole thing with that is he got wounded and he wanted to stay there. He wanted the IG-11 unit to kill him essentially. And why didn't Baby Yoda try the healing thing? I understand that immediately after that they were ordered to burn the place down. Flamethrower trooper comes in and Baby Yoda protects everybody and passes out. I understand that, but there was quite a bit of time before that where I would figure that the little Baby Yoda would try to heal him or something. I do love they mentioned the bantha or the Bacca tank, whatever it was, Bacca spray. You'll be back on your feet, you know, and this taking effect. Again, referring back to what we saw in Empire Strikes Back with Luke in the tank. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Um, let's see. Jarzia said he sent a PayPal, so let me check that. He also says, "I love the Jawas arguing with the stormtroopers uh, before the stormtrooper gets taken out." Yes. Let me check your PayPal, Jarzia. Thank you very much. Oh, we got a few by the looks of it. Um, got a $60 one from Judge 1981 for post Xmas present for Trekyards and donating for all those who can't donate right now. Well, thank you very much. Much appreciated, my friend. Um, just so you know, though, the PayPal goes into a separate account. We use that for trips. We use that for tech, things like that. So it's not really something that helps our monthly income because we don't take any money out of this except for special. So super chats are they materialize at the end of the month and help us with our daily expenditures. But thank you so much for that. That will help a lot with trips and things. So thank you. Jarzia puts in another $5. Thank you again. What I and a lot of fans seem to be loving in this show is how unlike the recent movies it actually uses the universe and old canon, even in small ways, like naming the E-Web and Beskar and a bunch of other things. It actually feels like it's tied into not just the movies, but the games and books I grew up on. And that, I have to agree with you, is absolutely fantastic. Um, and yes, I do agree that that's what makes this special. Um, Looks like my feed cut out for a second there. Let me see what I can do here. Just make sure that nobody's on the internet. Because Christian plays his games and that takes a lot of bandwidth and stuff. So So there we go. Hopefully it doesn't affect your viewing pleasure. Um, but yeah, I totally agree with you. I do love the expanded universe and just little references and nods to things. It's exactly what the movie needs to be doing, and they're just not. And that's a shame. That being said, I did enjoy Rise of Skywalker, but that's a topic for another day. um, there we go. Okay, caught up now with that, so that's great. It's a bit choppy, still getting most of it. That's good. Yeah, it says video output low, but it's. I think it's going to go back into the green in a minute. So, Clone Wars is next. The real Star Wars is coming up. The feed seems to go fritzy when you move a lot. Yeah, saying video output's low, which means that people are hogging up the internet over here. That's fine. I told them to get off. So, the episode reminded me of how bad the recent trilogy is. That being said, I just rewatched the recent trilogy because it was on TV all day yesterday and all day today. And well, except for Rise of Skywalker, it had The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. They're not as bad as I remember. I think they get a really bad rap. There's some really great moments in The Last Jedi. There really are. As a whole, there's a few things that really piss me off on that one, but and The Force Awakens, I've always liked The Force Awakens. I thought it was great. So I'm hoping that people go back and rewatch those because they really made a big difference as far as me rewatching them these last couple days. I really enjoy them. They're their own thing. They still feel very Star Wars to me. But we're getting off topic. We're not talking about the Mandalorian anymore. Just 1 second here, guys. Okay. Feed is good now. Everything should be back up and running good again. I apologize for any delays, any hiccups, any bad video. It's doing the best I can. Judge 1981 throws in $20 and says Super Chat Rumble. Well, if you guys want to battle it out with the Super Chats, I would love that. But I'm not good at asking for Super Chats. I really just love talking with you guys and hanging out. Super Chats just are a bonus. But thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. It could have been so much better. The story doesn't add to the mythology. I love The Last Jedi. See, a lot of people do, and it's because it goes outside the box and does something different, and that's fine. I have no issues with people that love something that I like The Last Jedi. I thought it was all right. I don't like what they did with Luke's character. The stupid, slow, Moran, um, Moran, meandering um, chase scene pisses me off. That's just so stupid. But overall, not too bad. But yeah, I mean, this episode of The Mandalorian was fantastic for a number of different reasons. Did I go blurry? Is my autofocus not focusing? There we go. Haven't been paid yet to Super Chat. Oh, that's alright, don't worry about it. Off topic, in Rise of Skywalker, why did they call them Star Destroyers if they could only blow up planets? That's a good question. I don't know. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, yeah, and so this one's going to get one of my highest rankings, of course. The Mandalorian scored really high on my rating scale, all the episodes. Now that they're all out, I'm sure Samuel and myself will go back and do a recap of what we thought of the episodes and how they rank now, having seen all of them. But goddamn, this one's got to still be at least a 9 or a 9.5 to really be up there, because it's fantastic, guys. There's so much great stuff about it. It's such a fun episode. We get to see the Mandalorian without his helmet on. I love that. As soon as he said, no living being has ever seen me in so many years. It's like, are you dumb? It's a droid. He's gonna say that I am not a living being. It's like, yeah, no shit. And I love how later the Mandalorian is like, no, you're not gonna destroy yourself. We need you. We need your help. He's kind of grown attached to the IG-11, and he's realized last minute that this is not the droid he's looking for. This is not the droids that he's hated all these years. I think he had a real fondness for it at the end, and you know, it showed. It showed. He even said, "I'm not sad," and then he's the IG-11's like, "I'm a nurse droid. I've analyzed your voice. You're sad, essentially." So David Bessick puts in $5. What an amazing show! Loved this episode. Scout Trooper part was the best Star Wars we've seen in 30 years. Hated the Rise of Skywalker, but wow, I love this show. I thought Rise of Skywalker was fantastic. That was great. A little bit rushed and cluttered and high speed and annoying as far as that goes. Like no time to just relax and enjoy the scenery. But they needed to fix a lot of stuff, so I have no issues with that at all. I think JJ did a pretty good job, even with the Force Awakens. I thought was great. He's not from Mandalore, maybe since not a species and was rescued. Yeah, he said he's not a Mandalorian. He's not from Mandalore. Mandalorian is not a species creed. 10 out of 10 for this episode. 10 out of 10 for Trekyards. Thank you, Ozzy. Although with the internet connection problems, I don't think it's a 10 out of 10. But it's cleared up now, so that's all that's important. Turns out that the kid was streaming his game or, whatever. So, Mando question. What is up with the door to the bar? Hold on a second here. Just refreshing that. Alright. So, Mando question. What is up with the door to the bar? It's destroyed by Death Troopers, but intact when they drag injured Mando back in. Don't know. Never even noticed that. I'll have to take a look. Big skip there, Cap. Alright, lost a few seconds there. Let me see here. Alright guys, trying to get this fixed. I have no idea what's going on right now. As far as the feed goes, I really apologize. I get it, Jeff. There's nothing I can do about it. I can see it was offline, so I'm well aware that it skipped. Connection is pretty bad. It is. It says video output low. We're in the red right now. Trying to get it fixed. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. All I can do, and it's the time of night where a lot of times the internet will drop for us. Even the box downstairs for our television will come upstairs after being downstairs for 10 minutes, and it'll be like, you have no connection. And it's like, what the hell? So I don't know if you guys can hear me. I mean, you probably can't see me too clearly, even though it's saying now that video output's getting better. It's still low, and they may experience buffering. But anyhow, as I was talking about the door, why it was destroyed in one scene, intact in another scene. I don't know. It's just we're probably filming error. I never noticed. I'd have to go back and look. But speaking of doors, what is up with the door on Luke Skywalker's hut in um, The Last Jedi. It's clearly part of his X-wing, part of the wing of his X-wing, because it's got the red five. It's got the 5 red stripes on it, and Chewie knocks it down, which is fine. But then in the next movie, Rise of Skywalker, he raises the X-wing, and I guess it's fine. I don't know. Feed seems good now. Thank you. Yes, I do have a way with words sometimes. Yeah. So sorry about the internet connectivity issues. Like I said, we've been having issues just with the internet in general here, especially late at night like this. And then it'll be fine for hours, and then just drop out. So um, yeah. So there you go. Again, guys, I apologize. It's out of my control. Everything's back in the green now. It looks beautiful. I look like all like beautiful and stuff, as beautiful as I can look. So there you go. So I don't know what you guys missed of me talking about. As soon as it went down, I stopped. So I don't think you missed anything really. Was Gideon possibly a Mandalorian? I mean, possibly. Well, he's an Imperial. He's an imp. Love that slang, like the Cardies from Star Trek. Um, Imp, and for yeah, Jeff and I had kind of the same thought, and I kind of razzed Jeff a bit about it. Imp. I'm like, what the hell? Why would they be called imps? And then it just clued in. Oh yeah, Imperial. Um, so use the Force, Captain. I am using the Force. I've now stabilized the connection using the Force. So hopefully that works. An officer overseeing a massacre would know the names of his victim, much less their futures as a mercenary. You say that, but what about Gul Dukat and Gul Bablazes and blah 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 blah? All the gulls, all the stupidity, the Cardassian Bajoran bullshit from DS9. They all knew everybody. It's like insanity. I tells you. Foley's Force Friday. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Blah blah blah. I used to be able to say that perfectly. Anyway, but Foley's Force Friday. I like that. I think the assumption is that we took out the Mando cell and captured their computer records. Could be. I'm suspecting there's some detail regarding the knowledge of Mando and how he got the dark saber. Yeah, I would assume so. I expected Weathers to use Baby Yoda like a cat in Captain Marvel. One thing I'm interested in is when he is restocking his weaponry, he grabs more bombs, of course, which he uses on the TIE fighter. That's fine. But did he replace his whistling birds? You know, his because he used them. He used a few of them to take out the stormtroopers when he was escaping, and then again on the prison ship, when he was fighting the big devil guy, the Devonian, whatever the hell it was, in the control room, he launches like all of them, I think, and they all pissed off. So I don't know if he replaced his whispering birds. I hope he did, because that would have been a cool reference if they had seen him like restocking those. She did say they're hard to come by and rare, so who knows? Probably not. But I do like that he's got a jetpack now. But the question I have now is that he's got a jetpack. Where is he going to put his big disintegration rifle? That being said, he hasn't been wearing it for the past couple episodes. He wore it for like the first 3 or 4 episodes, and then it kind of just went away. We never see it. I don't know if I missed something. Did something happen to it? I don't think so. But where's he gonna? He can't sling it over his back like he used to, if he's got the jetpack on. So that kind of has me concerned a little bit. But yeah, they never did show the guy on Tatooine. I thought the same thing. I assume that's going to take. It's going to tie into season 2 somehow. Would be my guess. I could be wrong, but yeah, I thought the same thing. It's like that was kind of a what the hell moment. Um, it's awesome. How awesome would it be if the Moff is force sensitive? That would be very cool. Although it seems like everybody's force sensitive. But I love when they go into the description of, oh, I know of such things. There was a big scuffle between the Mandalorians and a group called the Jedi, and then they refer to them later as wizards. This is only a few years after Return of the Jedi. I can't believe that it's so mythical, you know? considering that the Jedi has ruled for a thousand years, a thousand generations. The Jedi's have maintained peace throughout the galaxy. A thousand generations, not even years. Anyway, Jarzia throws in $5 Canadian. The way I see Gideon having the Darksaber and knowing so much about Mando and company is that he basically Colonel Hans Landa from Inglourious Bastards. Sure, that works. I wonder if he left the rifle with the farm girl. I think that was the last time we saw it. She definitely knows how to shoot too. That's the other thing. She was like an expert marksman, and she knew how to fire a weapon. She put her hand up, and she was the only one hitting the targets. So maybe, maybe. Inglourious Bastards is one of my all-time faves, says Jeff. Absolutely mine too. I watched it probably about 2 months ago. I was on a flight. Where was I going? I think it was my flight to Denver, which was more than 2 months ago. It was back in April. But yeah, I watched Inglourious Bastards on one of my flights that I had to take because they didn't have the built-in entertainment things on the seats, so I had to download a movie from Netflix. And I thought Inglourious Bastards, so I watched that while I was on the flight. But yeah, awesome movie. Is he going to return Baby Yoda to the Yoda species home? If he can find it, yes. That is now his mission. That is the way. And basically, she said, you're his father until that occurs. So he is very young and frail right now, which was why he can't be trained. But yeah, his duty now is to find out where he's from and get him back there so that they can raise him and take care of him. But until such time as that happens, he's his father. He's in charge of him. Yeah, but in New Hope, Han Solo didn't believe the Force is real. Yeah, that's very true. Because it had been what? How many years since Order 66 when all the Jedi got annihilated? Anakin would have been... How old was Anakin when that happened? Like, I don't know, be a good 15, 20 years between Order 66 and A New Hope. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, and Han would have been pretty young. So he would have heard stories maybe, but yeah. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Darksaber at the end, yes. 39 people here, yes. I love that. Guys, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you can super chat, please feel free to do so. It really helps us out and makes me feel good inside. Like you love me. And you guys have been great tonight with super chats. I want to thank Judge1981 and Jarzia. And of course, for their not only super chats, but their PayPals. And again, Jeff, thank you very much for putting in those super chats and helping us out. It means so much. Donnie Pearson, well, I got to go, Stuart, but thank you for another great show. See y'all again in 2020, if not before. Have a great final weekend of the decade, and may the Force be with you all. All right, Donnie, see you later. Thank you very much. 19 years later in A New Hope. So there you go, 20 years. It was a good guess. So Han Solo's what, 23, 24-ish in that movie? Maybe a little bit older, 28, 29, maybe. So he was young when that happened. You'd still think he would have heard about it. And yeah, it could just be myth or legend or rumor at this point because it is a big galaxy. And depending on what homeworld he grew up on, which is Corellia, I just don't buy that the Force is so mythical and so misunderstood and not understood by a lot of people. Not even common knowledge, really. Just, it seems really weird. So it was in his 30s in A New Hope. Well, there you go, I guess. Probably early 30s. I would say 33, 34 at the most. So maybe mid-30s. If they don't find Baby Yoda's home, he would be able to become a Mandalorian. Absolutely he would. And that was kind of talked about before in one of our reviews. Are they going to make a little suit of Mandalorian armor for the little guy? Like a little Mandalorian helmet with ears. That'd be funny. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. 6 more likes and I pay for you. 6 more likes. 6 more likes. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, guys, please do so. Let's get those numbers up. It always helps us out and it just makes us feel good. And it makes Jeff pay. And not that we force him to pay. We don't do any Jedi mind tricks on Jeff. He's not a weak-minded fellow. He's a very strong-minded fellow. He's been donating for likes for a long time, of his own volition. He started that on his own. We don't make him, so but let's make him pay, guys. Barely 30, probably 29. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe that I got as well. What? 6 more likes? Everybody hit like. Would have a similar plot to The Witcher if he was to become one. The Witcher, we still have not yet started watching that. Sylvia wants to watch that. We haven't got around to it yet. We should start that. She's off, like I said, till the 2nd, so we got a lot of time um, to do that. So, one thing I was going to mention, guys, probably this weekend, Sylvia and myself are probably going to do a live together. And what we're going to talk about is the current state of Star Wars. Now that The Mandalorian's over, now that Rise of Skywalker is out, there's a lot of discussions to be had on the state of Star Wars. A lot of people say Star Wars is dead. I haven't watched any of the new movies. For me, it died in Return of the Jedi. Well, then you're an idiot, because sure, they're not, the new movies aren't as good, they aren't the best, but god damn it, guys, support the stuff you like. I know they want to support Disney, but whatever. Anyway, that's a discussion that Sylvia and I are going to have sometime this weekend, probably, or early next week. We're going to be doing a live together, so keep an eye out for that. I'd love to get her thoughts on it. She watched The Rise of Skywalker with me. She's watched all The Mandalorian with me. She does know her Star Wars lore. I'm looking forward to getting her assets and information into the video with me, and you guys can, of course, ask her questions, ask me questions, and put in your 2 cents as well. So hopefully you guys will be looking forward to that. According to Canon, Hen is 32 in A New Hope. This is Disney canon, 29 in old canon. Oh, well. There you go. About time to bring out the Sword of the Jedi, since the new Disney material is done. Yeah, I'm totally being treated well. Well, that sounded convincing, Jeff. If I could get word to my family soon, that would be cool. Jeff, if you need help, just type a series of ones into the comment section. Like I always said, Cap, I love all Star Wars and all Star Treks. I do too. I mean, Discovery's got its flaws, but goddamn it, I love a lot of things about it. I get giddy and excited to watch a new one. Same with Star Wars, and like I said, having gone back and rewatched The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi these last few days, just seeing bits and pieces of them because they're on TV, so in and out of the room. But goddamn, there's some good moments in those, and very Star Wars feeling moments. So I think with time, they're going to be viewed differently, especially by the younger people. But we're getting off track. We're supposed to be talking about The Mandalorian. Jeff just put in a super chat of 251. Weird number, but thank you. Yes, 50. I will go again at 75. Make me pay. And I haven't seen a series of ones coming from Jeff's keyboard, which means he's safe and sound and not really being held hostage or against his will. So it's fine. I don't think we'd have Mando if it weren't for critics of the movies. They made the decision to do the true fan to go with true fans who appreciate the mythos because of the haters. Now that's exactly what I hope happens with Picard. I hope that, and I've said this from the beginning, they need to keep it separate and distinct from Discovery, have it be a continuation of TNG. Do not incorporate anything Discovery. That being said, we've seen a lot of bullshit in the trailers, such as Discovery shuttles, stupid ass shit like that, that is just, I think, going to ruin it. But I'm hoping Picard is the same thing, kind of like, because we complained about Discovery, we're going to give you this because this is what you guys wanted, and that's fine for me. It keeps the old guard happy by putting out Picard or the Mandalorian, and it keeps the new fans that are interested in Discovery or the new fans that are interested in the new movies, it keeps them entertained and gives them something to do and pull them into the rest of the franchise. So it's good to have things, I think, on both ends of the spectrum that people love and people hate. I'm in the middle. I like it all. I don't love it all. I like it all. I can nitpick it. I can enjoy it as well. It's a weird thing. But this, like I said, this is a discussion that Sylvia and I are going to have. So let me guys know if you guys want Sylvia to join me for a conversation talking about the current state of Star Wars. I think that'll be a great discussion to have. Trekyards, please tell me you at least threw a drumstick and some doggy treats down through the trapdoor for Jeff. I tell him to put the lotion on his skin a lot, or he'll get the hose again. So he's got nice, silky, smooth skin. I just hope there isn't a lot of holograms of Picard. I have no problems with there being a lot of holograms in Picard because it's the goddamn future. So whatever, they can do that. Although, that being said, the hero ship apparently, and we've seen some of it, a lot of holographic displays which look really fucking stupid. But that's another matter. We need Alcars. The way I say consume but criticize. I don't want Picard to become trans and wearing a pink wig. I'm pretty sure he won't. As much as I respect LGBTQ. There's so many fucking letters there. I always knew it was LGBTQ, but now there's a T in there. Georgia, at Trekyards, we always like a cameo from the Admiral. Okay. Well, keep an eye out for on the Trekyards page and the Facebook on the Trekyards Facebook page as well as the Fleet Yards page for when that live will be happening. Plus, of course, your notifications on YouTube, assuming YouTube does its job. For when that will be happening. I'm looking forward to having her on and having you guys be able to interact with her. She hasn't been on for a while, and I think it'd be fun. She's agreed to do it. That being said, she was a little bit cranky tonight, and I don't know why. So I was kind of concerned about that, but this should be fine. You think we will see R2-D2 have a series or maybe a series of short films? I do not. No, they would not do that. What plug are we pulling? Oh, that's the plug we're pulling. Okay, I got you, Jeff. I got you. Mando has given me hope for the Obi-Wan series, although with Ewan McGregor it would be hard to screw up. Speaking of that, I just recently, just tonight, just this evening, like 2 hours ago, maybe 2.5 hours ago, maybe a little bit longer, because in the afternoon when Sylvia was having a nap. Anyway, there's a new Obi-Wan fan film on YouTube, and it's fantastically done. Fantastically done. I suggest you guys check it out. Just type in Obi-Wan fan film on YouTube. It's only been uploaded for like 20 hours or something like that, but it is great, and it's got a shit ton of views. So kudos to the guy that did it. He did a fantastic job, and it just looks great, and it's pretty good. It's about 20 some odd minutes long. Well worth it, in my opinion. It kind of starts off a little bit slow, but the ending is fantastic, so I would suggest checking it out. Jarza says, at Trekyards, that fan film is amazing. Yes, it is. You watched Expanse or Lost in Space yet, Cap? No and no. Tony has seen it. Dystopian guy that's sticking his tongue out at me. It's not very nice. I'd rather stop the past stuff, prequels and whatnot, move forward, Star Wars, Trek, etc. Exactly. I kind of agree. Dystopian guy is now a sad face because I said it was. Why? Because I said it was mean to stick your tongue out. It is mean to stick your tongue out at me. Speaking of dystopian guy, I got the stuff you gave me up there on the shelf. My little Vincent and my Maximilian Funko or whatever the fuck they are, little figures. So thank you. Lost in Space is the poop. You mean it's the shit? Go watch The Witcher. Go Witch the Watcher. Thanks for thinking of me. Yeah. We will probably watch The Witcher. We'll probably binge it. Yeah. And also, guys, keep an eye out for the review of Chapter 7 and Chapter 8 of The Mandalorian with both Samuel and myself. The full review, breakdown, discussion, analysis, whatever. Tony, I got 5 minutes in and it was too boring to continue. My light just went out, and my other light is downstairs with my battery. So I don't have a spare battery. So now I'm in darkness. Ooh. But you'll have to live with that. That being said, I am going to remove said battery. Yeah, it's dead. Dead. Dead battery. Dead battery. I'm going to take it out and start charging it. So we're going to have to continue this a little bit darker conditions. I probably look better this way anyway. Samuel would not agree. Samuel needs perfect lighting. Cyberpunk is going to be a cool game. I got the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare for the PlayStation for Christmas. I still gotta play that, but I got that. I might be doing some gameplay of that online. You won't like The Witcher, Cap. Okay, thank you for that. So, Cappy, do you play tabletop RPGs? I don't. Play a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons, like 2 games in high school. Our friend Sabrina wants to get us into a game at some point. The only kind of tabletops like games I really play are Starfleet Battles. So, problem with Lost in Space is that they all end every season lost. Cavell is good. A bit concerned that the characters aren't as likable. Witcher characters so far lack the frankness and warmth. Well, if I won't like it, I just want to. If I'm told I won't like it, I just won't watch it then. But Sylvia wants to watch it, and I love Henry Cavill. I think he's great. So does Sylvia. She probably likes him for different reasons than I do. That being said, the man is built. You know what I'm saying? Please let Picard be good. If we can hear you, it's all good. I agree. I think it did look better with the light, but you know, there's nothing I can do about it. It's dead. That's what I need to get is more batteries. I gotta get more light batteries, and I gotta get another battery for this thing for my Canon Vivia HFR 800 camera. Yeah. Batteries. Ugh. So, I'm a little bit sad at The Mandalorian now that Quill is dead and IG-11 is dead. At least the shock trooper lady didn't die. I like her very much. I'm looking forward to seeing her in season 2. So, the Captain After Dark show. Hey, I've done a bunch of those. I usually have better lighting than this for those, though. Usually a dark background with my face lit. But you know, this works. Whatever, it's fine. Been disappointed with short treks the last 2. Yeah. So have I. I see you back there. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? For God's sakes, man, put some pants on. Did you know the shock trooper lady used to date The Witcher? She used to date Henry Cavill? Really? I did not know that. That's fascinating. Quill got quilled. That's so funny. They quilled Quill, those bastards. They did. January 7th or 8th is the last short trek, I think. Yes, and it's a Picard short trek, so that'll be interesting. That'll be worth talking about. So yeah, I'm gonna. As far as this Mando episode, I thought it was great. A lot of great elements. Love seeing an R2 astromech droid as with arms and legs. That was just blew my mind. That was, man, I need to get a toy of that when it comes out. But I'm gonna rank it high again when we do our official review. I'm not quite sure what the ranking's gonna be, but it's just so good. It's such a good show, and a lot of people don't like it. I've heard a lot of complaints about The Mandalorian, and I've heard a lot more complaints about Baby Yoda, which I cannot fathom. A good friend of mine that I went to high school with hates Baby Yoda. A couple of other guys that do some YouTube videos, you might know who you are, hate Baby Yoda. I don't understand. How can you hate Baby Yoda? Oh, it's a Gremlins ripoff. Whoa. Who gives a flying fuck? It's fucking cute. It's adorable. It's amazing. It's a gateway into Star Wars for the lady folk that hang out with their boyfriends that are huge Star Wars geeks. They love Star Wars now because of Baby Yoda. It's fine. I just don't understand why people would hate Baby Yoda. Like I said, my good friend from high school, his name is Ash, he is just dissing Baby Yoda all the time. And I don't understand. I just don't get it. If you are cold enough and heartless enough to hate Baby Yoda, I think you're an idiot. I need a really good explanation why you don't like Baby Yoda, because to me that's just asinine. It's not one of the best elements of the show at all. You could cut Baby Yoda out of most of that show and still have it be fantastic, but god damn it, Baby Yoda's cute. I almost had a heart attack when Baby Yoda got hit. I was like, no. I know, and it happened more than once. And they're like, it hasn't moved in over a minute. We should check on it. You just want to look at it. Well, we should make sure it's all right. Should I give it water? Let's make sure it's all right so we don't get in trouble when we hand it in. All right, fine. See, look, it's all right. Yes. Poor Baby Yoda. For years, I could not get my wife to like Star Wars, but she loves Star Trek until Baby Yoda. See? On balance, though, The Mandalorian seems like the best received piece of Star Wars since the Bible. Well, absolutely, yes, I would agree with that. Baby Yoda will be an awful toddler, though. I mean, yeah, unless he's trained properly, I guess. But yes, I totally agree with you. Look at the Baby Yoda face and tell it to face. Exactly. I love when he's like on the front of the speeder bike and he's like, ah! I think it was awesome. He's a 5-year old equivalent. Um, anyway, so this one's going to get ranked high in my opinion. Just shitty lighting in here. I apologize, guys. He's a yodeler. His name is Kevin. We've just started calling him Kevin at home here. It's like, oh no, Kevin. Yeah. Maybe I don't win my heart when he force choked Gina Carino. Disco is the worst crap, Disco Trek. Then don't watch it. It doesn't take away from the other great Star Trek that's out there. I like to make the joke. Just because you don't like Discovery and you think it's ruining the franchise, it's not taking away any of the old stuff that you love. It's not like TOS had 7 seasons, because it originally did. It originally had 7 seasons. I remember those last few seasons. However, it's because they've made such crappy Trek with Discovery now. All those original seasons, like 4 on, I think are gone now, erased from history, all because they made bad Trek. Well, that some people consider bad Trek in the form of Discovery. So yeah, it's taking away all the good Star Trek that we used to have. It's like such a stupid fucking argument. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's ruining the franchise. It's ruining official canon for all the new folks, but who cares? If they're smart enough, they'll figure it out. It is not taking away your ability to go put in a Blu-ray of the original series and watch it. So don't say it's ruining the franchise for you, because that's just the stupidest fucking argument ever. I really missed season 11 of this TNG as well. I mean, that was their premiere series. Every episode was like platinum in that season. It was fantastic. The thing with Disco is that we may not love it, but people will consider it their Trek of the young generation. Yes. And actually, we used to have an admin on the Trekyards Facebook page that didn't watch any Star Trek until the JJ movies, watched the JJ movies, loved them, and then started watching all the other Trek and loved it just as much, if not more in some cases. That being said, his favorite ship is still the JJ Enterprise, because that's a thing. But at least it got him into the franchise. It warps the values of real Trek. What the fuck is real Trek? I hate that argument. It doesn't warp anything. It warps it in your opinion. Don't watch it then. Enterprise or Discovery? Well, Enterprise, even though Enterprise also fucked everything up, at least Discovery took the heat off Enterprise for me. Enterprise was kind of in my bad books for a long time for fucking up my established FASA and Starfleet Battles canon that we grew up with. But whatever. It is what it is. Voyager or DS9? Depends. They took TOS and they split it into two, essentially. Voyager has the discovery aspect, always something new, always something great, new to see, new planet, new aliens. That's the exploratory version. Then you got DS9, which is the gritty, dirty war, but in a static place. So you put the two together, you got really great Trek. You take them apart, you also still got really great Trek. If I had to watch one or the other, that would be very hard for me to choose. I do love Deep Space Nine. It is like one of my favorite series, if not my favorite series. This Voyager, yeah, has lots of stupid episodes, but so does DS9, especially the first 3 seasons. So that's a very tough question. Real Trek is canon and supports the themes and values as Gene's vision. Yeah, but Gene's vision was money, plain and simple. And Real Trek is canon. I do agree. Discovery is its own thing. It's its own universe. It's the Discovery verse. It's the Disco verse. It's fine. It's just like the JJ verse. It's completely separate and detached from the prime timeline Trek that we all love. So I watch it and I enjoy it for what it is. It's an alternate reality of the way things could have been. It's fine. Speaking of Voyager, I just watched Tinker, Tenor, Dr. Spy. I forgot how hilarious that episode was. Alan Moraine. Yes, yes, yes. FASA was great Trek. Did you know that Gene read every book they released for FASA Star Trek? I didn't know that, but that's very cool. I hate the fact that when the motion picture rolled around and Gene and um, Franz Joseph had a falling out, Gene basically made up these stupid fucking rules like the Paris rule and stuff that totally negated everything that Franz Joseph did, which Franz Joseph and Gene Roddenberry worked together to make that technical manual. But no, because they have a falling out, Gene has to be an asshole, selfish, small little prick and say, oh, well, there's everything you did. No, no. A ship with one nacelle? Pfft. A ship with 3 nacelles? Pfft. That's all bullshit. Fuck you. That's petty and childish and really lowered my respect for Mr. Gene Roddenberry. That being said, he's still a genius, but Star Trek is not just his baby. It's created by a bunch of other people as well who really helped him shape that vision. So, I don't know. That's a whole other. By the way, Gene's motives was not money. He was broke most of the time. Alright. FASA is the best of Trek for me. Movie era FASA. Yeah. Starfleet Battles had the rights to the TOS stuff, and FASA had the rights to the movie stuff. So that's why they never kind of crossed those two. But yeah, it's an interesting fill in the blanks and make the detail they went into with FASA and Starfleet Battles was fantastic. different races, histories, ships, the purpose for the ships, engagements, history. It's all there. It's so richly fleshed out, and we love that stuff because it's all the Trek we had at the time. And then Enterprise comes along and goes, "Oh, guess what? No, fuck you guys. Never happened." Anyway, we're getting off topic. The Mandalorian, Chapter 8 was great. The season 1 is done now. Again, season 2 will be starting in fall of 2020. We just got word of that, I think today or yesterday. So we don't even have to wait a full year for more Mandalorian. It's going to be coming out in the fall of this upcoming year. So, well, hopefully. I mean, that's what they say. It might be pushed back to January or February because of whatever reason. But yeah, so I think it was great. I'm glad the series went the way it did. I think it was a fantastic, nice little series. I'm going to look forward to watching season 1 again from the beginning, watching all of it. I think it's great. I can't wait for it to come out on Blu-ray. I want to see some special features. I want to learn about the making of the show, which Baby Yodas are puppets, which are CGI. I'm looking forward to all that. I think it's going to be great. Jon Favreau did a fantastic job. That's what happens when somebody that loves the franchise gets a hold of it and can actually do great things with it. I think he really should be put in charge of movies and just Star Wars in general for Disney. Whether that's going to happen, probably not. But you know, we can dream, can't we? Um, yeah. So anyway, I think we'll call that quits for today. I want to thank everybody that super chatted. You guys are great, Jeff, Judge 1981, Jarzia, plus all the PayPals that you guys sent. Again, fantastic. I'm just going to check one last time, make sure there's no more PayPals or anything that I missed. I don't like missing them, or missing anybody's comments. Let's see here. Nothing. No more PayPals, which is fine. Judge 1981 puts in $2. It's always complicated, just all of it. Super chat. Yes. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you'll tune in to our full review of episode or chapter 7, chapter 8 of The Mandalorian when we do that, which should be soon. Keep an eye out for the notifications, like I said, on the Facebook Trekyards group and the Fleet Yards group, and just of course here on YouTube. Hopefully the notifications get sent to you because we've got a lot to talk about soon, guys. And then the Star Trek short trek at the beginning of January, and then Picard at the end of January. Also heard rumors now that Discovery is season 3 is going to be starting the end of January as well. So we might be very busy, and hopefully you guys will tune in to watch those. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. I love seeing you, the regulars here. We got 43 of you here. Just everybody, before I go, please hit that like button, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss anything. Like I said, Sylvia and I will be on soon. You can wish her a happy birthday. Her birthday is December 31st. So when we come on to talk about Star Wars in the next day or so, by all means, come along and say hi to her. Wish her a happy birthday. Make her feel good. Make her feel appreciated. Make her feel wanted. I know she's kind of been down in the dumps as of late, so let's cheer her up. And that'll be at a better time. That'll be sometime in the afternoon or early evening that we do those lives with Sylvia. So more people will be able to attend, hopefully. But I'm just letting you guys know as a heads up so that you guys can join and just make her feel good, because I love her so much. She's a great woman, and let's try to make her feel wanted and loved. But anyway, guys, I think we're going to call that quits. It's been an hour and 8 minutes. You guys are awesome. Sorry my light died. Sorry there was internet problems for a while there, but now see, everything's perfectly fine now. It makes no sense. It's just certain times of the day and night, it just cuts out, and I don't know why. So, but anyway, guys, thanks again so much for watching. You guys are fantastic, and watching is the way. This is the way I have spoken. Absolutely. Bye, guys. Now, if I hit this end stream button too soon, then what happens is it cuts off like the last minute, so you miss the actual goodbye. So I'm going to sit here and talk so you don't miss that actual goodbye that I just did. This is all just filler. This is all just, you know, this is all just me, trying to make sure that I don't get cut off. So I'm hitting end stream right about now. So we'll see what gets cut off and what doesn't. Because yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now. Love you guys. Bye. I should tell you like a really important secret right now that only you guys would know because you've watched this far. Unless, as when I hit this end stream, it cuts it off. So, let's see. Alright, so